Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. It's been a while. I hope you're well. I am wanting to film a little kind of process video for you today. Hopefully it'll be short and sweet, but basically I am getting into memory planning and kind of catching up in my memory planner as of late. I say memory planner as if it's one, it's actually like 4 of them. I'm still working on my 2021 memory planner. I've got a few spreads left there, lots of spreads left in 2022, and the only spreads I've done in 2023 and 2024 is basically the layout for the monthlies. So yeah, if you haven't seen that video, I will try and remember to leave it linked in the cards or down below. But that is basically a huge project. I know I said I was going to try and make it a bit of a series, but I have just been stacked at work recently, and this is the first time I've actually picked up the camera in, gosh, well over a month. So apologies for that, but I thought this would be a fun video. This basically is my 2022 kit lineup album. So I've got all the kits that I know I want to use for the year of 2022. These are all weekly kits. I've already laid out the spreads for the monthlies. I just need to go back and fill them all in. To note, I do write everything down that I do every single day. Granted, I need to catch up in my 2025 little memory notes notekeeper thing. I'm a few weeks behind on that, but again, I've got lots of things that I can use to figure out what I did each day. And yeah, so I thought I'd very quickly film this. I have about 45 minutes or so before I need to go down and cook dinner. But basically I have, well, as you can see in here, I've obviously got a lot of blank ones because I've done basically all the weeks are finished up to week 9. Apparently I thought I'd done more of that, but there's lots of like part used kits already, and that's basically because I've already laid the spread down for all of these weeks, and then I just keep the sheets together in these pockets so I know which week it is and the dates for that week. Week 16 was, I think it was a collaboration video that I did with Jamie from Novabel. Again, that's quite an old video, but it's definitely still up on my channel if you wanted to go and see it. We both filmed a weekly spread and went and did the day by day, but we both used the same kit, which was a Novabel kit for that week, just in case you're interested. You'll see there is a lot of Novabel in here. She is one of my favourite shops to shop from, and I have PR'd for her in the past. I think she's recently just put her note on her Instagram page about wanting a PR team again. I'm pretty sure it was Novabel. But yeah, so basically these are all the weeks that I've done. So I've done from week 10 currently up until week 29, and that's just the layouts. I'm not going to bother showing you that in this video, I don't think. But what I wanted to show you was how I pull stickers together for spreads as far as the layout goes. One thing I love, and one thing that I've recently managed to find a shop that sells them. Granted, they are a shop in the US, but it seems that you can't really find these things anymore. It's basically these rolls, which are the sort of regular sized boxes, but they are underlay tapes, so you can obviously get them in sheets, but for me rolls are so much better. So I thought I'd just show you the rolls that I've got. For underlays, I do have separate rolls as far as overlays and things, which I've got from D-Stashes and other places. But basically what I do is, I'll show you this kit to start with, and then we'll do one together. This is a kit from Paper Sheet Plans. I think it's called Good Vibes Only, and as you can see, it's got lots of functional things in here. But you'll probably notice that there's no washi headers, there's no date covers, that kind of thing. So what I go ahead and do is I pull my underlay boxes. So I'll tear them off of the rolls. Obviously that's not the same one. I'll tear them off the rolls and pop them on. Basically it's sticker paper. So as I use a sticker sheet, once all the stickers are gone, I pull off the cutout, and then that is basically what you're left with. So it's sticker release paper on one side and just normal paper on the other. I hate waste, and I work in the waste industry, so I find that is like the best way that I can basically keep as much as I can and reuse it. So once I've then cleared off any background stickers or underlays or whatever, I will just pop it back in a pile. And I actually have in my desk literally a little cubby hole which stores all of these sheets. So if you're ever unsure of like where to get sticker release paper and you have sticker sheets, once you've used that sticker sheet, do not throw it away. It is so handy when you just want to pull stickers. I intend to, once I've got all the backgrounds down, save these sheets and put each day's worth of stickers sort of in a column like that, sort of, hopefully that makes sense. And I know a lot of other planner girls and guys who do memory planning videos, they often use like sticker backing sheets. So I've basically just saved all mine and it's in a little cubby hole on my desk. But as I was saying, so as part of this kit, you probably noticed that there wasn't any washi headers, so glitter washi, and there wasn't any date covers. I had some leftover date covers. I do have this reusable sticker album which has all of my date covers in that are left over, or when you buy sheets of like just date covers. So I've got lots of Prairie Planner ones here. I have Ickle & Co. And these ones are Chloe Louise Designs, which is a closed down shop now, but I bought them in her closing down sale as well. So there's loads of those in there that I've organised. Then in the back tab of this, I have loads of leftover like number dots, if you like. So I keep them all on their own page, so numbers 1 to 31, and they're all in that album. And then I'll also show you some other albums as I go along in case I need to pull some other stickers. So I'm just shutting that drawer. So that's basically what I do, and then when I store it back in here, I'll make sure that the kit is facing upwards, so the actual artwork for the kit is facing up, and then I'll put the pulled stickers at the back. So for that particular kit, I've gone for gold underlay stickers. I've pulled my 2022 sticker and my July script that matches in gold, and then I've also pulled my date dots that are in gold and the date covers as well. And then I have another album which I am going to have to shuffle some things around so that I can bring it up on my desk because it's a pretty hefty album. But I basically have loads and loads and loads and loads of leftover glitter washi. So again, it's either sheets that I've bought, so functional sheets from sticker shops, or they're leftovers from it could be oops sheets. I know I often buy grab bags and things. I've recently grabbed a load of grab bags from Plannerface, and loads of the just leftover oops sheets had the glitter washi on them, so I've pulled loads of that. So that's basically what I do, and then I put it in the order that I'm going to lay it down, going horizontal. So let me park that back in here for a minute. So that's how I would pull the stickers and what I use to actually pull them. I will show you my functional sticker album for a second. I'm just going to prop that up where my laptop sits. And then this is an A5 binder. I will try and link it on Amazon because I got a couple of these on Amazon. I've used them for tons of different projects. I've made baby's first year books for my nephew when he was born and his first year of being in this crazy world, and then I'm also working on one for my niece. She's already like 3 years old, but I'm way behind on that project. So that's basically what this album is. In here I just have some A5 plastic wallets, and then I just made little dividers, and the very first bit is basically all of my headers, and these are all glitter headers. Yeah, so these are basically how I store them. So they are in colour order, so I've got red, I've got orange, oh, and I will also link the release paper as well because I get a pack of 100 on Amazon for a decent price, and then I just cut them all in half basically. There are holes in them because I used to have these in an A4 binder, but I've cut them in half and repunched them, so there are possibly some holes at the bottom of some of the sheets. So that was orange, that was yellow, and then green, and then going into turquoise, and then blues, and some deeper blues mixing into purples, and then pinks, which I don't have many pinks because that is probably, actually no, I do have quite a lot of pink, but a lot of them are the same colour because they all came from oops bags, and then beiges and like nudes, and then a brown sheet which only has one brown on it. and then a grey and a black sheet. And then I have these mixed ones, which were just from a functional sheet from, I think it's from like Ickle & Co or something like that. And then they're same for these ones as well. So they are just mixed ones. And then I had another sheet from Ickle & Co which had like marble effect ones, which were quite cool. But basically this album is my like leftover functionals. So whilst that's the glitter headers, I then have a bunch of half boxes in here. I won't go into loads of detail because I think I filmed this already. And then quarter boxes, all of those. And then square boxes. I have a ton of square boxes. Again, these are all either leftovers or just from functional sheets that I've accumulated over the years. Some flag boxes. A ton of little things. Again, I know I have loads of leftover sheets that I just need to organise into here. And then I have these check boxes as well for more functional things. And then I do just have a functional section which just has like some timestamp stickers from different from the same shop, from Mama Gloria, and then it just goes into other things. I've got like small deco sheets. This is just totally random stuff. And then I have flat lays, again just random. If I want them, they're there. And this isn't necessarily just for planning either, it is for other projects. So I often make dividers and things, and I'll need some of these larger stickers for deco. A lot of these are from Nova Bell, so again you can shop over there. And then I just have a little Christmas decor page as well with everything from Nova Bell once again. So yeah, that's basically all that album is. But for the moment, whilst I'm doing memory planning in a 7x9 sort of happy planner vertical kind of layout, it's on discs, but a lot of the memory planners that I have are actually printables, so they are printables. Anyway, we've digressed a little bit, but I just wanted to show you that because it's so easy to put together a huge album just full of leftover stickers, and you never have to waste a sticker. I don't think I've ever thrown away a sticker, because if it's spare and it's here, I know exactly where it is. Not that I would ever necessarily travel with this album because it's pretty chunky, but it is certainly good to have, and it just stays down by my desk. So going back to this album, I have pulled stickers for week 30, and I also went ahead and pulled stickers for week 31, week 32, week 33, and I've just finished week 34, and that's why I decided to pick up the camera, because week 35 has a really lovely kit in it. So this is a kit called Aesthetics, and it's from Nova Bell. Did I say that this was my 2022 lineup? I think I did. It has a ton of leftovers, a ton of extras. So there's extra add-on fashion girls for this one, which I'll probably use one of these add-ons. There's no double boxes, which is fine. What I tend to do is I keep this sheet to the side because that's my colour palette when I'm pulling any other stickers if I need to. You've got the bottom washi and some other, so this is basically like divider washi as well, headers, but it's decor, so I don't really know if I would use it necessarily. Then you have a bunch of boxes. This kit does have date covers, it does have headers, I keep forgetting what they're called, glitter headers, and it does have weekend banners and things, and then there's a ton more of the boxes as well. So really functional, really useful kit. I'm just going to keep that to one side. No, wait, take that back. I don't need that, because all I need to decide for this kit is which foil underlay I'm going to use. And if I pull them all out, these are all of my underlays. So for the hollow ones that I have these three that are silver hollow. Two of them are from Tilly Journals, and you can still purchase them. I don't have a code with Tilly Journals, but I absolutely adore her shop, and definitely go and follow her on YouTube and Instagram as well. I think she might also be on Threads, I can't remember. But yeah, I'll try and leave links for some of my favourite shops to shop at, as well as favourite YouTube channels to watch as well, because I do get a lot of inspiration from watching other people's hauls and things. And then I got this one quite a while ago. It was from Harriet Wright Designs. She no longer sells these, so I have savoured this. But I have found a shop that sells these. It's an American shop. Again, if I can link it, I'll link it. They are on Etsy, but the shipping is quite expensive, so I do tend to just bulk buy just to kind of help cover some of the costs. But she also has sales on. Anyway, digress. I have these ones that are the silver ones. Again, these two matte versions are from Tilly Journals, and then this one is also from Harriet Wright Designs. And then I have these two. So there were two mattes on the silver and the hollow from Tilly Journals, but unfortunately they didn't do the same other design, which was this splatter design in the rose gold or the gold. So I have got the star kind of print and from Tilly Journals in rose gold and gold. It's quite a yellow gold, which is great. And then I also just have the regular gold and rose gold in the dots. So these were both from Harriet Wright Designs as well. I do have an entire drawer full of all of these because, like I say, I did bulk buy a bunch of just the regular like dotted background ones. But yeah, so that's what I basically use for when I'm doing my spread layouts. So I'm just sorting these back into their piles. So we're just going to decide, and I think part of me wants to use hollow, I think, for this kit, although part of me does want to use silver, but I have a lot of silver already in the lineup. In fact, I have 3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks where I'm using... Oh no, two weeks on the trot where I'm using silver, so I definitely want to use something different. I think rose gold, so I would pick from one of these two. Do I want matte as the underlay, or do I want sort of glossy? I'm probably going to go with glossy. So, knowing how I create a spread, and I'll probably do a video to this as far as doing a spread layout, I always have 14 underlay boxes to go on a spread. That's just standard for how I memory plan, because you then have I then have the 7 whole, like, full boxes to go one across each day, and then the underlay would go wherever that one isn't. So I basically find the edge. Sometimes I have to use some tweezers, and on the rolls, unlike having underlay boxes on a sticker sheet where you can buy them from shops like Tilly Journals, Planner Face, that kind of thing, you do have to be a little bit more delicate. These rolls are also perforated, which really helps, so I tend to peel the top and then just go quite quickly as you pull it down, and that is it. I think I'll probably zoom you in just a smidge. There we go. And then I basically pull 14 of these. So again, the only thing I've found with these, again, depending on where you get them from, whether they're glossy or matte, the glossy ones, touch wood, tend not to rip as much, whereas the matte ones, they do, like, sometimes you'll be sort of unrolling them and you'll get like a slight rip just up there. You do kind of have to be careful, I suppose. Well, I say I suppose. You do have to be careful, full stop. But when you've done it for such a long time, like I have, as far as just getting into a flow of it, then you'll soon realise how rough or how delicate you need to be with these. But being able to then just put them on a sheet and save yourself from, like, you know, if you're rushing or whatever and you just want to get a spread done. Oops, see, there we go, being careless and I've just ripped it, but I can save it. So there we go. So you can't see it, but there is a slight rip in it there. But that's fine. Again, I really try hard not to waste these. Even if and I've done it before, if I've managed to like rip it all the way across, I still line it up and get it in the planner, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to see most of it underneath, but then because you're covering it with boxes and things anyway, you can always just make sure that you cover that part where it's ripped with a box. So there's lots of ways to make this work, but I just find this really kind of therapeutic in a way, being able to just prep for kits, and eventually if I manage to get back into a rhythm of memory planning, I want to be able to pull the stickers and then voice over, or pull the stickers and then as I'm laying them down either voice over or kind of just put music on in the background. I feel like that would just make the most sense. Otherwise you can literally sit there for hours memory planning if you're doing a completely fresh spread with like completely, you know, no stickers, ready to go kind of thing. So this is just another step that I take just to make sure that my spreads are ready to go, and then when I'm ready just to sit down and relax, I can either pop the camera on or just do it in my own time. So there is my 14 box underlays, and then all I do is I put these on the back side of the kit. So I've got kit one way, foil on the other, so when I go ahead and put them back in my album, I will make sure that the artwork is on the front as I flip it, and then the foil is on the back. And that is basically it. I have a ton of these to do. I'm only on week 35, and I do actually need to start pulling kits for 2023 and 2024. I probably won't get to laying many of these down, but I try and do like 1 or 2 a day, either on my lunch break or just when I finish work. But I do try and just do a couple of spreads a day. And then my plan next, which I will probably show you at some point, is to take my memory planner setup album. I have got a post-it note on there. I don't know why it needs to go on the inside. It can't go on the inside, that's fine. And basically this just houses all of my these are custom stickers from Novabelle. So I got 2021 like scripts. The larger ones are from Chili Paper Co, and then I got 2022, got a lot of those, 2023, which I obviously haven't used yet, 2024, again I haven't used many of those, and then 2025, and I've also already got 2026 ready to go. So I'm hoping by the time 2026 rolls around, I'll be done with my 2021 memory planner, and that'll be ready to go, ready to store. I've also been moving my planners onto different discs because I can then utilise the discs that they're on, if they're metal discs or whatever, for more functional planners. And then I've got like storage discs, so I'll show that maybe in a separate video. But basically how I have this is just those number scripts, the year scripts in the front, and then each divider has I think like 2 pages, so it's quite a chunky album. But then I just have 2 pages to be able to plan and kind of go that way. So I'll be able to put like Monday up here, either label it with my label maker or something, and then have all the icons and the boxes ready, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'll probably do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then any spare things like, I don't know, photos that I want to put in on that spread or anything else. So basically each one has 2 pages, so that's 4 sides, and then I can just have at it and just get going with pulling stickers. That's going to be the next project once I've got all my kits lined up, and then I probably won't film that process because pulling stickers is a bit of a tedious task because I have stickers everywhere at the moment. I've been trying to organise and condense as much as I can, but when it's all ready to go, I might film it once I'm feeling like I'm at sticker peace with my storage. So yeah, that's kind of how I do it. I won't bother going through any more of these, but this is basically all the rest of my lineup that I just need to pull underlay stickers and possibly date dots and glitter washi and things like that for. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm trying to keep them around sort of the 30-minute mark if I can, because I know that a lot of my videos have been really long in the past. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, do give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll leave as many links as I can in the description box below. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys!